Georgetown.
I'm gonna ask. I don't care what you say.
I got my degree from there, so
Yep, go Hoyas.
yeah.
Why aren't you a Utah guy? No, I'm kidding.
No, I did talk a lot with Larry Kreis-Koviak. Yeah.
You almost ended up here, right?
Yeah.
Well, you are a Utah guy now. How much have you been part of OTAs and kind of pre-training camp workouts?
I was here for, I don't know, for the last month or so. So I'd say like half the summer. As soon as I got done with national team, I got here and get to work.
You've kind of heard how competitive those runs have been.
Mhm.
What's been your experience with that in terms of, and who's kind of, if anybody has stood out to you in those games?
It has been competitive, and you know that's what you kind of expect because you know that's the whole fun part of just playing pickup. And training with the guys also, like you know, doing drills where you compete and everything. So I think the biggest thing will be training camp though. So it's like the work part is really important, obviously, but you know here is what matters. So I think who's going to stick out in this next upcoming week is going to be, I think, more important. But I don't know. I wouldn't say like anybody has like stood out to me so far. We've all been kind of integrated together and they're just like working.
What can you do that fits in, you know, with the roster, and you know, what are some of the things that you think that, you know, obviously the shooting and the pick and pop ability, but you know, how does it fit into this roster, and how do you maximize that?
I appreciate that, and I think rebounding is going to be huge. I think that's one area that I know I can dominate in, and I'm you know working really hard to. But again, you know, showcasing that and helping the team on that end is going to be, you know, pushing everything forward because that's how you get out into transition. That's how you get extra possession. So I think those are going to help in overall every area. But also improving, I think defensively this summer has been really important. Being able to stay in front of switches and guards and containing that. So I would say those, other than the shooting threat.
What kind of work have you been putting in to try to increase your abilities on the defensive end in the way that you were saying?
I mean, it's the basics, the defensive slides, whether it be with a band or without a band, just like working on speed and with resistance, without resistance, like I said. And those things are just, you know, the mundane slides, yeah.
What is Heat culture? What would you tell us from that experience?
I think the environment that it created was really good for competition, which overall stimulated growth. And that's something that, you know, I take with me. That's something that I've learned, even within a workout, competing with, you know, however many shots you're going to make, and, you know, being in competition constantly, because that's what a game is, and that's kind of the mindset that it puts you in. I think that was the biggest thing, and that level of competition required a lot of other things like conditioning and strength and all those other areas that you can work on.
You didn't shoot a lot of threes, but you made them at a very high rate. Is that something you can see adding to your game?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's just, like I said, that's just work, and that's something that I have to like integrate pretty much like, you know, organically and naturally as it comes.